Hello and welcome to your July Shadowscope with me, Sally Kent. I'm really looking forward to pulling some cards for you and delving into the insight and guidance of the tarot and also some archetypal decks. And I'm using my own personal deck for the Shadowscopes. I thought it would be interesting to bring in the deep, rich symbolism from the Egyptian Thoth Tarot, which has a deep and enchanting history, let's say. They always resonate with me for my own personal readings, and I thought it was about time that I share some of that deep, rich magic with you all. So without further ado, I hope you really enjoy your July Shadowscope. So let's take a look at the cards. Hi Capricorn. Welcome to your July Shadowscope. I became incredibly thirsty as I was shuffling your cards. I've just drunk a really big glass of water and I still feel thirsty, and I think this is your energy, both on an emotional level and from a health perspective. I think for some of you it might be a literal guidance message to drink more water. You know, our lymphatic system is the system that removes toxins from the body, and it does that through excretions, so which is aided more so with water. And that's without even getting into the spiritual connotations with water, the cleansing of the psyche, the cleansing of the energy, and the togetherness of when we feel similarly towards someone as they feel towards us. The overall energy, Capricorn, is one of great change, one of transformation that deep down you've wanted for a while, but some of you have been too busy, some of you just haven't been asked. But July is asking you to get serious about what it is that you really want, what it is that you want to create. You know, what do you want your life to look like in 6 months' time? You know, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? What clothes do you want to be wearing? What food do you want to be eating? What job do you want to be doing? How do you want your mindset to be in 6 months' time, 6 years' time? You know, these are the questions that July is asking you to consider. It seems that the thought of change is causing some anxiety for you at the moment. I know you like to move slow. I know you like to be considered. I know you like to take your time, to be methodical and practical, and we love that about you. But sometimes it's time to act. Sometimes it's time to move. And when we don't pay heed to those signs and that guidance, then sometimes the universe can encourage us to move more forcefully than we are perhaps ready for. And I think you can sense that on an intuitive level, that if you don't embrace the currents of change, then it could risk to stagnation of your finances, stagnation of your relationships, feeling in disharmony with people, because essentially you're in disharmony with yourself. So we don't want that, do we? We want you to experience flow. We want you to be able to embrace this season of change and to really get to the depths of what it is that you truly want and what it is that you truly want to manifest. It seems that you it seems like you want to get started with something, but you're unsure about what to start, and you know, you have to leave the comfort of your comfort zone in order to reach greater heights, and that's what you're being called to do in July. There is an intense increase in either emotion or romance for some, and this person embodies true flow for you. This seems to be somebody that has a very deep connection to themselves and to the earth and to their life force, to their purpose. They're able to manifest and create the life that they want, that brings them happiness. And for some of you, you may become more serious about this person. For others, it seems to be that you're being called to really manifest what it is that brings you joy and brings out that connection to your ability to create. For some of you, you're ready to create romance, you're ready to create a more satisfactory, deep emotional connection. You're starting to really value the comfort of how it feels to have somebody that we care about and that care about us. You're tired of the struggle. You're tired of trying to manage everything. And you know, this is for the single Capricorns, you know, this is where having a partner, a life partner, can really help us to manage our life more effectively, you know. And I feel like that is why you've got the Knight of Cups and the Empress of your root of your reading, is because there's this weariness that I sense in you, where you're just a bit fed up of kind of having to manage the lot by yourself in some way. So whether you're connected or single, what's coming up for you is some prioritising in terms of what to give your energy to. You can't give your energy to everything. You will be depleted. You risk burnout. You know, this is a time in July for you to really reassess what it is that you want to tend to with love, care and energy, whether that be work projects, clients, friends, romantic interests, relationships, husband, wife, personal passions, pursuits. This is a real time for you to really assess what it is that really contributes to your growth, and to have the bravery to let go of what doesn't contribute to your growth. Anything that zaps your energy at the moment, stay away from, for your own sanity. Energy is your most precious currency, you know. What we give our attention to, the way we feel about things, it's all related to our money. When we feel good about what we're giving our energy to, we attract more blessings. And you're starting to really get to grips with this in July. You're realising that when you fill yourself up, you're able to contribute to others' lives with more ease and grace. You're incredibly lucky in July in terms of money. You know, you're working hard and you're reaping the rewards for it, you know, and good on you. But the people around you can sense your emotional dissatisfaction You know, whether you like to pretend you're happy or openly acknowledge your discontent, people can feel it. So what is it that you're focusing on that is bringing this dissatisfaction that others can sense? Because you're missing an opportunity here for great emotional fulfillment. If you keep focusing on what's not working, then you're not focusing on finding solutions, you know, and people around you can see that there's a solution, but you're choosing not to see it. And I think that's causing a bit of confusion with people in your life, because people that care about you want you to be happy. And if you cared about yourself, wouldn't you want yourself to be happy? You know, I get there's healing that happens when we focus on the things that are unhappy in our life, you know, because when we really sit with them, we can ask some questions about, like, well, why am I unhappy about this situation or this person? What is it about this that is causing discomfort within me? We get intuitive guidance which helps us to make better decisions and to understand what is really beneficial for us. I honestly think you're frightened of change, and I honestly feel like you're nervous about starting again with someone, with something. It's almost like if you keep your cards close to your chest and you bend the truth or lie, then you can maintain this perspective of I've got this. Meanwhile, kind of missing opportunities to really improve your life and to experience more happiness and fulfillment. You know, you are worthy of happiness, Capricorn. You are worthy of fulfillment. You know, you are a money magnet in July, there's no doubt about that. But I just wonder what you want to spend that money on, really. What you want, because money is a form of energy, and I just feel that it reminds me of the story of King Midas, the mythological story. King Midas wanted abundance above all else. You know, he was, you know, the term you have the Midas touch comes from this story, and he wished to the gods that everything he touched was turned to gold, because he wanted to be the richest man on earth. And his wish was granted. So when he went to eat something, the food he went to eat turned to gold. When he went to kiss his beloved, she turned to gold. And so the message of King Midas is that, you know, the things you really love and that you really need to bring you substance are more important than the physical wealth. True wealth is spending time with people that we care about and that care about us and that contribute to our well-being. So you're being asked to really consider that balance this month, Capricorn, of chasing the dollar, chasing the money, and actually enjoying what you have with people that you resonate with, you know. So that's the message, is that, you know, you can attract money, but it's also about considering that true abundance is the relationships that we have and the people that bring us joy. The Thoth card that I've pulled for your main message from your subconscious. So it's the message that I've asked for, the deepest message, hence the Shadowscope. So this message has come from the depth of your subconscious. We got the Lovers. So there is this dance and this interplay of energies, and you can sense that a choice is on the horizon to be made. This could be a choice in love, or it could be a choice in business. but it definitely evokes relationship here. I'm more inclined to think that this is about a romantic connection, because we do have the Knight of Cups and the Empress in the root of the reading as well. So it's you know, the root of the reading is said to be what's, you know, the carries the most weight. But I've pulled an additional card from my Thoth deck to give more depth into the shadow aspect. And I just find it really interesting that kind of the Lover's energy resembles the Empress and the Knight of Cups energy, but in a sense where the Empress is ready to build, ready to grow, ready to create, ready to enjoy, and she's attracted it and built it. And the Knight of Cups is ready to express something for the first time. So I wouldn't say they're equals at the moment, in the sense where I feel like the Empress has given more than the Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Cups is realising that they want to give more now. And I think the energy of the Lovers is they're both ready to give the same, and they're ready to make a choice and a commitment. So you are being encouraged to consider what it is that you want to be part of, Capricorn, and what it is that you want to contribute and commit to, because this has the potential to really solidify, and solidify in the sense where it's like solidify the structures and give you some great foundations, because our relationships are kind of the benchmark and the structure of how we then go out into the world, you know, and it's relationships that really contribute to our well-being. We're made out of love, we return to love, you know, it is all about our connections with others. So your archetypal message is the mystic. So this is the seer, the light worker, the dreamer. So you're being asked to examine this energy. You're being asked to explore this energy, to allow yourself to be intrigued by this energy, and for some of you perhaps embody it or allow it in more into your life. So the mystic is often understood in our culture. It's depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. But much like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embedded it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, cautious in making change and patient with it too. They seek growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with forces of light and dark upon its wings. So like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame within. It may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. So like all archetype and tarot cards, there's a light and dark side. So when this energy is in light, you would experience the mystic energy as a remover of darkness, visionary and ageless. And if you're experiencing this archetype in the dark sense, you're expecting results, seeking attention and recognition. So the overall energy is what is it that you want to create? What is it that you really dream of on an emotional, physical, spiritual and mental level? How do you want your life to look in the future? And what can you do to get closer to that now? And I think that is what July is about for you, Capricorn. And I really hope that these messages have resonated with you. If they have, please let me know what has resonated for you and how you found it helpful. If you would like something more specific, feel free to get in touch. I'm sending you so much love, and I'm going to leave it there. I will see you in August. Bye.